Another NFL week, week 10. Happy to be back. It's been a great. You got no lighting in your house, damn. Mason,
Nah,
thank you for joining me. How's your week been?
week's been good. Everything's been going well.
Everything's been going well. Football's good.
Yeah.
School's good. Nice. You ready to talk some NFL?
Oh, I'm always ready, baby.
Yeah, I mean we got a fun one tonight. We got a hometown team. But before we get into that, talk about last week a little bit. What was your takeaways from last week?
Last week was rough again. I think the Bengals are proving that they might have just
They're
had a
just the
good little
Bengals.
like hot streak.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, they're just the Bengals. Um, Not sure what happened with the Cowboys. That was rough, but I think they'll bounce back. I mean, everyone's got a down game. Same with the Bills. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Kind of a rough week. Split it in half again. So
Yeah, the Bills did this last year too. They had like a little point in their season where they just like lost themselves, but then they rebounded, and I fully expect them to rebound again and become the Bills we know and love. But yeah, besides that, no really other takeaways. I think that the Packers are proving that they almost won with a Jordan Love who's just literally horrible. I know they played the Chiefs who aren't good, but
I know.
they they proved that they should have probably won that game with a quarterback who is just nowhere near ready to play a game. And no matter who you play in the NFL, even if it's the worst team, you got to have a quarterback. And the Packers are showing that they're a complete team and they can do it. So when Aaron Rodgers is back, I think they're going to be obviously they're a threat, but I think they are the threat in my opinion. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
and the Cardinals doing it without Kyler and DeAndre, like putting it on San Francisco, who's just San Francisco, like is just like I don't know what they are. They're just like they show up some weeks and like other weeks they don't, but is
They're
what it
just
is.
there.
They're just there. All right, you ready to
They're
get into
just there.
ready to get into this week?
Yeah, let's rock.
All right, we have Baltimore heading to Miami. Baltimore of three straight home games and a bye, so they haven't been on the road for a while. That might let them a little bit of a slow start, but I do think Baltimore will come out on top in the end. And I don't know, primetime game, eight is a whole touchdown. How you feeling? How you feeling with this game?
8 is a whole touchdown. Um, I, I don't know. Coming off of a bye, I'm not worried about them going down to Miami. Lamar's coming home. I think Lamar's gonna have a
True.
day. I think he's gonna put up like 30 in fantasy, rushing touchdown, at least 2 in the air. I think they're gonna cover with ease. I think the Ravens are gonna roll the Dolphins.
If this was like 2 years ago, like you could see like a highlight clip, like Lamar came out the locker room, like Kodak's outside, like he's just like,
Exactly.
yeah, you know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
like
No
some like
flocking playing.
no, yeah. We get like the highlight tape like later, like the one of those like YouTube account like remixes, just like post like a yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I think that's the vibe that the Ravens are going to be on now. So
Yeah.
they're ready. They're proving that they are another second half comeback from them. Lamar has three second half comebacks already this season, three more than he has had in his whole career. So I think that the Ravens are continuing to keep the hot stuff going. I played their team total over 27 and a half. I just feel like that's a good number, one, and um it shouldn't be too much for them to Ryan Farr commented I need to be on this. All right. Any other thoughts about the Ravens Dolphins?
Nah, I'm just going Ravens all the way.
All right, another Bills continue to be touchdown or more. I mean, 10-point or more favorites. The Bills' schedule is kind of been ridiculous, so I think that's why I thought ridiculous in like a easy way. I'm gonna read off to you their schedule the last like 5 games. It's been okay. It's been Dolphins, Jaguars, Jets, and they get a bye, or maybe there's a bye in there. That's like 3-4 weeks of nothing. So I feel like they were just looking forward past the Jaguars. Like they have the Bills next week, then they get into their season. I feel like that was just like a look ahead spot last week. I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Like I'd rather the Bills get this out of their system now than like later in the season. I'm sure they would too. So what are you feeling here?
Yeah, I agree. I think as an AFC East team though, like the schedules usually are easy because you have the Jets twice, the Dolphins twice.
Hmm.
Um, so I agree with like it was just a look at they probably took it easy with a game plan against the Jags, and it was just kind of a fluke loss. So I think the Bills are going to bounce back and do what they do. They're going to score points. I mean,
I think they'll cover. Like
I think
they got
I
Mike
think
White
they can
going again.
cover. I
Mike
think
White's
they
going
can
for the
cover.
Jets.
Is he back?
Mike White's back for the Jets, but like I don't think that's like a good thing that he's back. Like he had one good performance versus the Bengals.
Yeah.
Like he's getting so much praise for like being like the Messiah, but he's literally his name is fucking Mike White.
I'd be like almost nervous for like a backdoor cover here.
Yeah,
Like because
maybe
last week
like
it almost
last week.
happened.
Yeah, that's why I'm always weary to lay this like 11. But what I'm doing, I took the Bills first half -6.5. I just feel like they're gonna come out hot and just
That
like
I
up
like.
by a touchdown or more at halftime against the Jets
That
team,
I
who's just
like.
like yeah. And I haven't looked at like totals yet for this game, as in team totals. I didn't see the line yet, but I'm sure I'll maybe take the Bills first half team total because I feel like all right, we just lost to the worst team in the NFL. We gotta fucking come out and make something happen.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
prove to everyone.
but I feel like the Bills are safe. They're gonna win this week. I took them in a few money line parlays. I fully expect them
Yeah.
to rebound this week. All
Yeah.
right, we'll move on to. I was actually thinking about going to this game, but like I've been to like games the past 2 weekends, but it would be fun to see Brady in person.
That would be fun
Have
actually.
you ever seen him in person?
Yeah, we went. Remember, we went to the Ravens
Oh yeah,
Pats
yeah,
game
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah.
year. He was on the Pats.
Yeah, I would like to see him in person maybe one last time, but I don't know if I'm gonna get down there.
Going home this weekend, so
That's right. That's right. So yeah, Buccaneers almost double-digit favorites at Washington off of a bye, off of a loss. Yeah, I can't imagine what Brady had them guys doing in those two off weeks. Like, I mean, after a loss and a bye, like getting them guys ready to go play another game because they lost to the Saints.
Saints.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I mean,
I got
they always
Mason.
lose to the
I
Saints.
got a question in the chat. I need you to like answer.
All right, dude, it's Zlatan, and it will
Yeah,
always be Zlatan.
I totally agree.
Ibrahimovic,
That
he's
that is and
the
that is
goat.
what we're talking about right now, and I feel like it just directly correlates to our conversation. So thank you for
It
that
was a
question.
perfect. It was a perfect question for what we're talking about.
Perfect question. Tom Brady, best quarterback ever. Yeah. Yep. All right. So Buccaneers -9 at the football team. I think they totally take care of business and just defeat this football team who is just proven to be not what they were as advertised 10 weeks into the season.
No, no. I think
So
yeah, the Bucks are gonna shut their offense down, and
he
Tom Brady's throwing for like at least 300.
I think they come out crazy. I took them in money line parlays. I took Bucks first half -5. I think they cover that with easy. Yep, you
Throw
might have to get
some
on
on there
that.
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you might have to get on that. All right,
honestly.
yeah. So Bucks take care of business. Falcons head on the road to Dallas. Falcons off of a divisional win versus New Orleans,
Oh
but the
yeah.
New Orleans didn't have. They almost blew it. New Orleans didn't have Jameis, obviously. Cowboys coming off of probably the worst loss of the season. Maybe that might be worse than the Bills loss because it was at home and they got absolutely killed by the Broncos. Like it wasn't even close.
Smoked.
30 to
Smoked.
16, I think it was, and those 16 points were in garbage time.
Yeah, they went for two both times. Greg Zerline, 0 fantasy points.
Yeah. So did he really have 0 fantasy points?
Literally nothing.
Literally 0. Okay. Yeah. I I don't know. I don't know. I think this is gonna be closer than expected because Falcons go on these little runs that are just like okay. Then they decline and they have revenge from last year. Last year they blew a massive lead in week 1 or 2 in Dallas. So
Really?
yeah. So what I didn't. I think I moneyline parlayed Dallas, but I didn't touch the side on like -8 or +8. What are you feeling for that?
Yeah. I'd probably moneyline parlay him. Maybe put him in a teaser because I think the Cowboys will win. But I don't know. 8 points is a lot in football to score. And the Falcons, like you said, they go on these little hot streaks. So I'd
Yeah,
go with anything money line, maybe
a
a
little
tease, but I don't like a spread here.
agreed. A little shout from Birdie Campbell. All right,
Love that kid.
here we go. This line might be.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. Remember we talked about the last time there was a rat line. It was the same number. It was Dallas minus 2.5 in New England. Dallas covered, but they shouldn't have. They
No, they should
shouldn't have.
not
They
have.
should have lost that game. Patriots should have won that game. So, man, is this a scary one because there's nothing that tells me that the Saints are going to win this game. The Titans just proved to be one of the best teams in the NFL, beating the Rams in prime time
Smoke, not,
in
I mean,
LA. Yeah, smoking
handling them too.
And I saw some tweets that they got a lucky win. But because they had so many less yards than the Rams, but that was because they made plays defensively and got the ball in short field. Like that's part of
Yeah.
football. They
It's
handled
just
them. And
efficient football.
the Titans downfall was their defense, and they're proving to have a very competent defense and making things happen. So I think the Titans just keep rolling and take care of business, especially with the Saints with the backup quarterback. Who is it going to be? Taysom Hill? Is it going to be Trevor Siemian?
I think I heard Taysom Hill got the start.
Either way, I like Tennessee to cover this spread. I'm just gonna tell you guys what I did. If you're listening, you're getting a free big play right now. I took the Titans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Money line parlay plus 104 for 3 units. So what
That's a plus 104.
Tampa Bay is playing in Washington. They're going to win. So that's basically saying you're getting the Titans money line at plus 104. That's how I think about it. I mean, obviously that'll burn you sometimes, like it burned me last time with Buffalo, but that's fluky. I think Titans will win this game. I'm not touching the spread because I feel like it could be close because it's a sneaky spread. All right, we'll move on. You ready to move on, or you want to say something else?
No, yeah, we're good.
All right. Jags off of a massive win, head to Indianapolis off of a surging Colts team who I love. I loved them preseason. They just got off to a slow start, but I feel like the Colts are back. Ryan, you're definitely throwing the house in that parlay. Do it. Yes. Yeah. What do you like here, Mason?
Yeah, I like the Colts. They just exploded on offense last week. I mean, I know they played the Jets, but scoring 45 is still just a lot against anyone. And the Jags are the same as the Jets. So I like the Colts here with anything you got them in first half. Just money line parlays, whatever you want to throw them in.
Yeah, and the Colts.
I think they're a safe bet.
Colts were a 10-point favorite last week as well, and they ended up covering, but very closely almost got backdoored after blowing like a 24-point lead. They got a pick six inside the 10-yard line Thursday night. Damn, I can't believe we got football tonight. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. Where are we watching?
You're going somewhere else.
No. I'm back in action.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Word. We'll come up with something.
All right.
So yeah, I think the Colts cover this spread. Don't be. I wouldn't even be scared of a backdoor. Jaguars are riding high off of a win. They scored 3 field goals.
A 9-point win though.
Yeah. Jaguars still a horrible team. Colts cover. All right. Steelers are on upset alert this week. What is your thoughts on that?
I'm not opposed to that because the Lions aren't going 0-8 or like 0-17. They're just not. No team can really.
They're not gonna. I don't know the exact number, but Mike Tomlin's record as a head coach as a favorite compared to as an underdog is just astronomically different. They just like this is like an against the spread record, not win-loss. Like against the spread record.
Oh, yeah.
He covers as an underdog. He doesn't cover as a favorite. I already took the Lions plus 8.5, I think. I think the Lions could win this game. Maybe a little money line special. Maybe a little sprinkle. I don't hate it. They're on the road, but they're feisty. The Lions are probably the best 0-8 team I've seen, like, ever, maybe.
Yeah. They don't I mean, they get
Ex-
blown out, but like they're
They
in
get
games.
they get blown out every once in a while. Maybe Brody's
Yeah.
house we go to watch. All right, here we go. Browns head to New England. Go ahead, Patriots expert. Patriots expert. Take this one.
God, I don't know. This one does make me nervous. It's a huge game for
Huge
both
game.
teams, though. Um, oh my God, it's scary. Like, because the Browns are playing, they're playing all right. They had a big win last week, but so did the Patriots. So it's like,
Yeah.
I really don't know. The spread's so little, and I wouldn't honestly put anything on this game. Maybe, maybe like an over, but I don't know. I don't like it. It's just too close for comfort, honestly.
Yeah. And what I did here, I took the Browns money line. Back to back weeks,
I'm
I'm
not
riding
mad at that.
Browns money line at plus 120. I think it's the exact same price. No, actually, no. I took them plus two. I took them plus two, but either way, same thing. Um, yeah, I think I said it last week before the Browns played the Bengals when I took a money line. By the way, I went 10-0 on my straight picks last week for the listeners. I went 10-0 on my straight picks. I
It's
had a losing
impressive.
week because I lost a max play on the Bills in a parlay. Whatever. Okay.
Stands.
Browns. I took the Browns plus two here. Why do I like the Browns here? Again, I said it last week before they played the Bengals on the road. The Browns have been an objectively better football team when old Odell Beckham has been on the sideline. Where is he now? On a different team. I mean, Nick Chubb might be out. That's the only thing that's scary. Nick Chubb might be out. But he has a chance to get test again on Saturday afternoon. And if he tests positive, I think he's good because he's vaccinated. Something like that. Not COVID guys. We are not COVID guys. So I don't know the exact details there. But if Nick
Yeah.
Chubb is playing, I think that obviously boosts the chances that much more. But I do think the Browns will get it done on the road in New England. Going to be a great game. Going to be a very interesting game.
It will
All
be
right,
a great game.
we'll move on. Minnesota, the team who just can't close games. They just can't do it. Head to Chargers off of a game that they tried to lose last week in Philly, but they pulled it out. They pulled it out, and we got a win on the Chargers money line. Again, I think this is going to be high scoring. I think this is going to be a good game. I think this is going to be a red zone. You're going to see this game on red zone all day because there's going to be so much scoring. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It'll be a high scoring, high action packed game. It'll be fun to watch.
Fun to watch.
Um, I don't know. The Chargers just kind of aren't clicking like they have been on offense. I mean, their defense is all right, but like the Vikings are just in it. They're always in it.
Mm-hmm.
But Kirk Cousins just can't close. Like he doesn't know how to finish a game well. So I wouldn't be scared to take like a Vikings +3, maybe tease the Vikings up a little bit because I
Yep,
think the
I love
Chargers
that.
will win, but it'll be close though. So
I'm gonna tell you what I did already. I did a two leg teaser, Vikings plus 10 over 46.
we're right here with it.
2 units. I made it. It was 1 unit. I'm upping it to 2 units as we speak. I'm putting it in right now before I forget.
I like that
I yeah
over too.
yeah. I think it'll be close. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings do pull it out, like
Yeah, me
at
neither.
all.
I think
So
it'll come down to like the last possession.
yeah. So I feel safe with the Vikings plus 10, even though it is on the road. And I love the over 46. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. So, all right, we'll move on. Vikings 24-21. See, I don't like that because that's not
I'd go like 30-27.
30-27. All right, we'll move on to the next game. Panthers with a new quarterback. Ever heard
Can
of
he
him?
play this week?
I think he can, but I don't think he is. I don't think he is. And either way, if he does play or doesn't play, I think the Cardinals roll. I really do think the Cardinals roll. They're proving to be an elite team. Kyler will be back this week. Yes, Kyler will be back.
Yeah.
D Hop will be back. They're at home. The Panthers have a good defense. That's it. Their offense is McCaffrey or nothing, and
Yeah,
I don't know, but I just think the Cardinals roll, and this is coming from a Panthers fan. What do you think?
I agree. I'd say Panthers or Cardinals will roll. They'll put it together. Kyler will have a day.
Maybe the only thing
That-
that's taking me off of the -10.5 is the Panthers having a new quarterback in the building. They're going to come with a new energy, be like a resurged team. So that's the only thing that's making me a little bit nervous. I mean, I hope the Panthers win. I hope the Panthers because today the Panthers are the 8th seed, I believe. If they put something together, they can make the playoffs. And I know they're not going to win the Super Bowl, but I would like to see them in the playoffs because I don't really.
Yeah.
What's the fucking ninth pick versus the 16th pick? If you're going to make the playoffs, it's not like we're getting the one pick. So I would like to see the Panthers in the playoffs. Maybe if they come resurged, maybe Cam has a little resurgence, but you know how I feel about Cam. I just don't think he's can throw a football anymore. But it is what it is. Cardinals should roll. All right. Eagles head to Denver. Eagles is off of a close emotional loss. Broncos off of a blowout win versus Dallas. Impressive win after I thought the Broncos were about to mail it in. They traded Von Miller. I thought they were checked out. Clearly, they're not checked out. Clearly, they think they have something in Denver. What do you think here?
This is a weird game. Honestly, though, I like the Eagles coming
Took their
off
money
of a
line.
tough loss. Yeah, I like the Eagles here. Broncos are going to be, I think they'll be riding high a little bit back at home, but I think the Eagles are going to just win outright. I don't think it'll
Yeah,
be a crazy game,
I
but
took the Eagles money line already. I think it's going to be a close game, low scoring game in my opinion. Totals 45.5 for a reason. But yeah, I think it's going to be close. I think the Eagles will get it done on the road and then have some hope and then let them down the next week because that'll be 2 straight wins for the Eagles and then all the Philly fans will be like, "Oh, we're so back." And then we'll just lose to the Giants next week, probably Sunday night. Actually,
yeah,
I'm going to look and see who the Eagles play the week after because I can just already see this happening that the Eagles win this game and
Saints. They
uh
got the Saints in Philly.
Eagles beat the Broncos. They have an easy win versus the Saints, who have an injured quarterback. They play the Giants at home, and then they get blown out. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
Yep.
All right, we'll move on to Sunday Night Football.
Gotta love Sunday
Wait, is
night.
this Sunday Night Football?
Yeah. Wait, no, it's not. No.
It's not.
Sunday night is Chiefs Raiders. It's great anyway.
Chiefs Raiders, and Monday night is. It's Monday night. It's Monday night.
Rams
All right,
Niners. Rams Niners.
Okay.
A great spread right there.
Yes. So, what is your thoughts on this game?
It all depends on if Rodgers is back and eligible to play.
I do believe that he will be back. He's going. I believe he will be back. But I don't. I feel like the NFL won't let him miss another week just for ratings and shit like that. Because clearly the
Yeah.
NFL doesn't care that he's not wearing a mask, not wearing a fucking mask or anything. But so I feel like the NFL is not gonna let him miss 2 straight weeks. Especially this is gonna be a sick game. They have
Great game.
Russell Wilson's back. So yeah, I feel like they're not going to let that happen, and he will play, and the Packers will win this game. What you're
Yeah.
thinking too?
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I think Russ will come out a little slow. They'll try to.
I mean, I don't know if you could say he's going to come out slow. He's been running that 2-minute offense by himself in pregame.
Dude, that kills me when he's just
So good.
literally talking to the huddle. I love it.
It's so
I love
good.
it.
He's such a weirdo. Ryan, he's just coming with the teaser legs like they're nothing.
I mean, Ryan, are you gonna bet that outright, or are you gonna?
Yeah,
Put
you
it
gonna
in
put it
like
with something? Yeah. Over 49. Yeah, I don't hate that over actually at all. Because a
Yeah.
good call, Justin. I actually might get to that now that you said it. This is a game that I feel like two offenses can go back and forth. But at the same time, when these two teams meet, well, also, this is another fun fact. The home team is 9-0 these last 9 meetings in this game. Wilson versus Rodgers.
Which makes sense because both of these teams, it's tough to go to either of these stadiums and play.
Okay, but talking about the over, but I feel like makes so much sense on paper. But when these two teams play, weird shit happens, and it's like 19-16, shit like that, for no reason,
Yeah,
like unpredictable reasons. Like it just like
just
happens.
random stuff.
But I feel like that's like that happens at like a primetime game, and like this will just like be like, since it's a 4 o'clock game, it'll just go smooth and just like I can be a normal game. I don't
Just
know.
be like a nice football game.
I'm just thinking, overthinking right now. All right, move to Sunday
Yeah,
Night
maybe.
Football. The broken Chiefs heads to the broken Raiders. What
This
happens
game's
this game?
ugly. This game is ugly. It's like a middle of the way UFC card game where they're just swinging, like
Yeah,
throwing like deep balls, just Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr looking weird on the
with
sideline. I don't
with
know.
his Lego hair. You see his hair? You see his hair?
Bro,
Yeah.
it's like poofy and like slick back.
every
It's
time
so
a Raiders
gross.
every time a Raiders player like gets a new DUI or like commits a death threat, like his hair changes or gets bigger or something like that.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's just stressed
but
out right now.
stressed to the max. And he's being so weird. He's like, yeah, like Henry's a guy. Like I like forgive him. Like you gotta stick with Henry. Like what are you saying? And he's trying to forgive Gruden for like saying like the N word in emails. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what his like
Now,
mind is. Like
I mean, but like at the same time, like I like
he's
what he
standing.
says in those
No, he's standing
interviews,
with his
bro.
guys. No, I get it, but like
Like I'm sure behind closed doors, he's like you're an idiot. Like what are you doing? But like I don't know.
yeah,
Whenever I like see him, I just think of like, oh, good man. Like he is
no, he
like
is.
he'll be there for you, all that kind of stuff. And he knows like he's like, I know it's wrong. Like, of course it's wrong. But like at the same time, like you gotta just kind of stick for the people that have supported you and stuff like that, no matter what.
Yes, but so let's talk some football in this game. What do you think will happen?
Um, I don't know. Honestly,
I think
I think the Raiders are gonna win. Honestly,
you think the
it
Raiders gonna win. Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are honestly just being bad. Like I'm waiting. If anything, last week they should have broke it wide open. Like they should have had so much confidence coming into
Yeah.
like playing a team with no quarterback pretty much, and they didn't. And it's like, what are you guys
Yeah.
doing? I just don't know.
Well, see, last week a lot of people were saying that like they should have done what you're saying, but I'm looking at it from a different way. I feel like last week was a win for the Packers more than it was for anyone else because the Packers had obviously no quarterback, and that just the Packers proved. I think the Packers proved last week that they have the best defense they've ever had under Aaron Rodgers, holding the Chiefs to 13 points. And it's not like they're holding the Chiefs to 13 points who are clearly down. Holding an NFL team to 13 points and like looking like very competent on defense and causing havoc. That's like
Yeah,
especially in Kansas City. Like I know they're down, but I feel like that was a win for the Packers more than anyone else. So I feel like, and I'm still waiting on the Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs like prime time. I feel like the Chiefs cover this. I bet them -2.5, a unit and a half. So I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I don't hate that at all. I could
Yeah,
see anything happening in this game.
yeah. All right, we have one more game, and then I have two college football free plays. All right, Monday Night Football. Your Los Angeles Rams, led by Von Miller and Odell Beckham, head to San Francisco, who has not won a home game their last 7 or 8 tries. They are like 0-7 or 8 in their last 7 or 8 home games. Ridiculous, right? Is that ridiculous?
That's insane. That's
Crazy.
like embarrassing, is what it
Embarrassing.
is.
And it's gonna keep going here.
Yeah, 100%. Rams are
I
gonna dominate.
I bet Rams first half money line, parlayed it with Dallas Cowboys first half money line plus 110, 120. Cowboys rebound after that gross loss home versus Falcons. Rams come out and take care of business against a team that they're much better than. I think they cover the -4 as well.
Yeah, I agree
Any
with
other
all of
thoughts
it.
on the game?
Um, nah,
Rams
I
are
just
serious Super Bowl contenders, and I'm happy to have them 14-1.
this might be a hot take though. I don't like OBJ going to the Rams.
It might be too much. I agree.
Yeah, he's just, in my opinion, he's just more of a problem than he is productive.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe McVay can like be like, you're here or you're not. Like you're
We'll
with
see.
us or you're
Yeah.
fucking not. And I feel like Odell like in the moment is like okay, but then like when he's on the field, his emotions get the best of him, and he's just like literally can't control it. It's not like it's a bad thing. Like he's very passionate about football and like his ego, which is like as you know, sometimes a bad thing because it can cost your team. But he wants to win. Clearly, I think he's going to. I think he's going to like help them win if he is his best Odell Beckham. But that's like, are you gonna get that? We'll see. But I hope he is because he can obviously make this Rams team that much better.
Yeah, he definitely can.
All right. Well, anything else? Or are you good?
No, I'm good.
All right. I will get into. I have two college football free plays this week. Last week I gave out three, and they went 2-0 in a push. So they keep going, winning every week. 2-1 the past 2 weeks. I got two this week. One of them is tonight. It goes off in a half an hour. It is North Carolina team total over 34.5. They play on the road in Pitt. It's about 55 degrees right now in Pitt. Cool weather. It's going to be a calm night. North Carolina, what did they just do last week? Played against a Wake Forest team who is one of the best scoring offenses in the country. And they proved that they can score with them, and they proved that they're the North Carolina team that we were waiting to see this preseason, and we haven't seen. Their defense on the other hand is not really there. That's why I was weary to take a side in that game. So UNC team total over 34.5. I think they're going to have to score if they want to win to keep up with this Pitt offense and the potential number one draft pick Kenny Pickett. Well, literally maybe even number one draft pick, maybe not best quarterback coming out. He's from the Jersey Shore. Don't ever forget that. So UNC team total over 34.5. I think they will take care of business and maybe turn some heads in the ACC tonight. And my second free play is Air Force -2.5. They are head on the road, not a far drive to Colorado State. So I would say that's about 25 miles apart. I don't know my Colorado geography, but
Where is Air Force?
It's in Colorado Springs.
Oh, interesting.
So Air Force -2.5. They're coming off of a loss to Army in overtime. It was 21-14. Obviously, Army and Air Force is a very emotional game, so they were very ready for that game. But they were the better team, in my opinion. They should have beat Army. So they head on the road to a lesser Colorado State team who is just not good. They're just not good. I feel like this line should be more like 6.5 to 7. I think Air Force takes care of business, comes out hot, comes out early, and is leading wire to wire and covers the spread with ease. That is the college football free plays. That is NFL Week 10 preview. Thank you for joining me, Mason. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me or him, and let's win some money this week.
Always fun.
Peace out. Have a good
Let's
weekend.
roll.